this is one area for which we owe so much to our Honorable Prime Minister. Because traditionally we have been thinking about and in fact practicing increasing farm production, and that is how we have enhanced production, also at the same time landed in the problem of plenty. So rightly said that when production increases, the income of farmers goes down. So every one of us, and this is particularly in case of field crops and also horticulture crops. So this is a very serious issue. How do we deal with this problem of plenty? And Honorable Prime Minister's call that we have to focus on income, not production, because enhanced production doesn't result in enhanced income always. And that's it. It's a paradigm shift. It's a paradigm shift in our thinking process. That's a big thing. Earlier we never thought about it. So this whole country owes to him, first of all, emphasizing on this particular point, and second, bringing in quite a number of central schemes to support this particular idea that how we can actually double the income of the farmers by 2020. But I must also say at the same time, it's a very big challenge. It's a very, very big challenge. Why? Because it's a very diverse country. Diversity with regard to agro ecosystem, diversity with regard to food habits, the diversity with regard to socio-economy is a very, very big challenge. The discussion that we have in Gujarat and for the farmers of Gujarat would certainly not holding true for the farmers of Jharkhand, where the irrigation is less than 20%, 15%. And similarly, Northeast and other regions, there is quite a bit of diversity in this country. And equalizing this is a very tough task. Even if we don't equalize and intend to equalize, it will be difficult to equalize, in fact. And we take the baseline of maybe 14-15 or 15-16 income, and then build on to that in a particular region and state, and then think of doubling this by 2022. That also is not easy. So, in that context, the roundtable what has been arranged here, organized here by Sanat Saab is of paramount importance. You all know that several volumes are written by Dr. Dalwai Committee. How do we address this issue of doubling farmers? A detailed analysis which has been done involving experts, and also at the same time giving prescriptions what needs to be actually done to address this. If I try to cover all that and then try to cover all aspects, it will take quite a bit of time, and I would not really intend to do that. I will give very brief remark, and I would also elicit your views, and that would actually strengthen what as a group we think would be, in terms of priority, most appropriate to focus on nationally and also in Gujarat. I'm sure you all know how our income of farmers has grown and how it is grown. If I say the annual growth of around 3.5%, and what is assessed by Dr. Dalwai committee is to double this by 2022. This has to increase by 10.5%. Obviously, it's a tall order. So, given this, how do we actually meet this challenge? Or it would remain a challenge for decades to address. And this is one factor we need to really deliberate. As it was said by Parmat, are there green shoots? Are there bright spots? Are there possibilities? Because as a technologist, I have seen, and all of us also know, that economics doesn't work on this. Paddock brothers predicted India would perish, and there are many other predictions by very noted economists without any aspersions, casting aspersions in anybody. Because there is one thing which is probably we don't visualize at a particular time, that how technology can bring a change in foreseeable future even. We never thought that semi-dwarf wheat and rice varieties could bring such a sea change, and that we would continue doing that and then feeding this 1.3 billion population. The whole world is actually surprised. Many delegations which come and then they wonder how India is able to actually feed this huge population. Think of begging and borrowing and all. So the technology as a driver of change, technology in different spheres, of course, not just production space, as you rightly mentioned, Manoj. So how in different space of our activity, technology can be, in fact, a disruptive technology. Again, Honorable Prime Minister keeps talking about. If we move in a normal sense, obviously, that same pace of growth, what is actually written and estimated, would only happen. But if we go for disruptive technologies, then I believe that these green shoots here and there, what you see, we can expand those and then still attain it. This is what, I can cite one or two examples to say what I am telling, to justify what I am telling. We were producing sugar around 23-24 million tons. Some years we were importing, some years 1-2 million tons extra exporting. Quite a bit of volatility in this situation. And mind you, when India starts importing, there's a great strain in international market. Food produced for India, if food grain, for instance, is to be imported, Africa is not yet prepared. So there are issues. So I'll not go into those details. So this example of sugar cane, that we came out with a variety called CO238. The older cane, now it's known globally. Many coverages, press, media, this and that. But the fact is, when 3 years ago, I was asked in PMO that you give us the details about it. Because we just introduced in Uttar Pradesh, and it was just picking up. Millers had generated quite a bit of data. So I was asked to collect those. So I collected from several mills, sugar mills of Uttar Pradesh, and provided the data. And that was an eye-opening. Now in 3 years you see what we have actually achieved. 32 billion tons. From 20 through 24 billion tons to 32 billion tons. Of course, 1-2 billion tons, less and more, it will vary because of area and then climate, weather, and all those things. But that's what it is. And how it happened? Imagine the variety was giving 60 tons per hectare cane. And this variety suddenly increased to 80 tons, 20 tons per hectare. No economist would imagine that how disruptive change can bring such a huge change in our whole thought process. So, this is a beautiful example of disruptive change. And this is not just productivity. The sugar content, the recovery rather. We are getting in UP not more than 9% any time. 8%. And sugar recovery went up to 12%. Many mills reported this. It was unbelievable. When I collected the data and provided, it was unbelievable because that was the first year of achievement in 2016. So what I'm telling now, this particular technology, disruptive technology, bringing a sea change, but then coming to the second part of it, then okay, so what, you produce more, now you have problems. You don't know what to do. You can't export sugar. International prices are low. Where do you go? But mind you, I am spending more than 8 lakh crore rupees on fossil fuel. The petroleum, the diesel, and so on and so forth, and the compressed gas, all that. So the policy decision, which is most crucial to augment this, which has happened now, and I believe there are still further bottlenecks there, and we are studying that. And how sugarcane juice can be diverted for bioethanol. That's again a big decision. There are a lot of oppositions for that. Because sugarcane consumes quite a bit of water, and then that again is not economical. So now policy that you can divert, and today we say 10% we can substitute. Brazil is already doing 20%. Imagine what is substitution. The Prime Minister keeps talking about import substitution. 20% of these petroleum products, if we can substitute, not just by sugarcane, all sources, and produce bioethanol, that will be a huge saving. Huge saving. Forget about the sugar requirement of this country being met squarely and sustaining that. But this happening, at this point, only around 6.5% is being fed. I mean the kind of mixing. So this is one which is a very important message I wanted to give. And there are many other things. I don't want to cover everything, and I would like to listen to you. And when we talk of sugarcane, certainly we talk of water. Given that micro irrigation we have not been actually able to capitalize on this. Out of 142 million hectares, it's not even 10%. Today, and decades, we introduced 2 decades ago, around 3 decades ago, at the Pusha campus in Delhi, all these systems from Israel. Those experts used to come and then stay in our campus and then try to work on it. But our progress is so slow, and this one we are discussing together there, that this one aspect of technology, if you can capitalize on, Maharashtra is progressing a bit faster than the rest of the country. And rainwater, now Honorable Prime Minister again, another area he has focused on. We never thought so much of rainwater just flows down to the ocean. And then after 2 months we are done. We said drip and we said all that in every state. So there's so much of scope to do and double the income easily. Our productivity is low. And if we actually just focus on that, we double the productivity at least 1.5 times. So this is one, and but then what is very important in this case? Castor was mentioned. Yes, we are producing castor. And other oilseed like groundnut. So important for Gujarat. Let me, in the context of Gujarat, point out 2 facts and then close it. Castor oil we are exporting and earning 5,000 crore rupees. China takes it. See the technology and its contribution. 900 times value addition. 900 times value addition. I made a presentation in Cabinet Secretariat 2 years ago. We have Department of Science and Technology. We have Department of Biotechnology. We have institutions of global repute and eminence. But where is that particular technology to add 900 times value to castor oil? Farmers' income will multiple times will increase in Gujarat. Groundnut oil. What is that I am doing? 70,000 crores, in fact now more than 70,000 crore rupees I am spending annually to get mostly palm oil. And I believe we should deliberate. Then we deliberated once at a very high level. We blend. Without blending, can we leave it pure in the market by law and let consumer choose? I can tell you our domestic production will increase multiple times and this import will very significantly reduce. And this hasn't happened. And in the name of blending, we go much beyond what is recommended.
Yes.
We go much beyond what is recommended. And actually we are taking palm oil, most of us. Not a very healthy oil, but we are taking this.
No option.
But, no, this is what I said upfront. Why not promote groundnut oil? My mustard oil, which is considered to be very healthy. Soybean. Some years I come down, some go up and all that. Now, groundnut, and the director is not there. They are now high only groundnut variety. Building industry, the chocolate industry would need this. What is this doubling of income? I can increase 5 times. Multiple interest. So I think we have to capitalize on technology and then along with this policy, right policy. And I'm not coming to other things, milk and all that, 6.5% growth, what a wonderful, nowhere in the world. In fact, the kind of growth that we have, very difficult to find globally the kind of growth we have. Fishery sector, milk sector, even in crop sector. Some of these crops where we have grown fantastically well. Not all of them are good. Growth is one, but how we translate that to the income gain to the farm. So there are concerns, certainly post-harvest processing, value addition concerns are always there. I cited one example. And many more things. We say that tomato, Metzger's made, we are getting from China. Can we not produce tomato for processing? Potato, there is an issue in Gujarat itself. So there's plenty of opportunity. I believe that all these brains together, when we sit and we deliberate, many more ideas will come onto the table. Let me not just prolong it. 20 points are there, but I don't want to really do that. And I leave it here. And I would certainly, earnestly hope that we be a bit precise and not very elaborate way. We come tell the points so that we are able to, put them together and build a story. And certainly Silat Saab, with his kind of dynamism, and he will be certainly able to push. And there is already a committee. I know Niti Aayog is driving, and then Honorable Chief Minister of Maharashtra is chairing. And some of these points can go there. If we deliberate, and it can be debated further. No problem. At the national level, somebody debates and then takes a call on that. Perfectly all right. Having a strategy is one thing, but implementation is the most difficult part of it. Who doesn't know that micro irrigation is important? Who doesn't know? But we are all known. Kesari ham is important being exported. How much of processing value addition I am able to do? See, private companies, this is one problem I have. They go abroad, look at the technology, bring the same machine, bring the same technology. They want the same kind of variety and material to be here. I believe we must develop indigenous technology to process our own variety. Not just Totapuri pulp, Kesar pulp, it's being done to some extent. But similarly, there are many other things. So I will stop here, and I'm sure we'll have a very fruitful discussion with your involved participation, and we'll be certainly bringing out a very good recommendation. And Silat Saab will take it to PMO and take it to other places, and Niti Aayog, and I'm sure there will be very fruitful things coming out. I was talking about technology. We were discussing, this water, Jal Shakti Abhiyan. There, is tremendous use of technology, and the division will tell about it. How it can bring a sea change in our planning process. Some of the states are so backward, because the technology they've never thought about it actually, even today, they haven't thought about it. So this is what it is, so I stop here, thank you very much. And I welcome all of you, and thank you from the core of my heart having this organized.